Hey guys, it's Liz here with another video for you, and today I am going to do a mani, and I had this idea to do a chromed ombre. So I tested this out on a swatch, and it looks like it's gonna work. So we're gonna see if I can get this to work again on my nails. So we're gonna be using two different company dips. This is Momma makes her, Mountain Mama's custom country dips, Tacky Christmas, and this is a beautiful green base glitter. It's a green base, and then it's got a bunch of different colored glitters in it. Really pretty, sparkly glitter, lots of different glitters in there. And then we're gonna use Crimson Berries by Texas Dippy Chics. And as you can see, this one can chrome up really, really well. It's just a beautiful, like, kind of dark, shimmery red. So I'm gonna use these two. So I'm gonna do, I think, mostly the red, and then I'm gonna do the Tacky Christmas in the middle and kind of vertical ombre on these two. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base colors first, and then I will come back in when I get to the vertical ombre. So now we are getting to the vertical ombre. So before we chrome, to get the same color chrome as the color that you're dipping with, if you want to do a chroming of that color, the best way to do that is to do 2 dips of color before you do the chrome. You may can get away with just doing 1 dip of color, but I went ahead and did 2 just so I made sure that I had a good deep color. Because when you chrome, it's just going to be like a very thin coat of that color. So you want to have like a base set down of that color. That way when you chrome, it's going to really show through and be a deep chrome of that color. So, and this is how I usually do my vertical ombre. I just tap on my color because the brushes, you can do it with the brush, and a lot of people do tapping on with the brush. But this way is just a lot easier for me. I don't have to like deal with the brushes and then like, oh crap, I picked up the wrong brush and have to hurry up and get the other brush, and yeah, it just never works out really well for me. But you can do the brush, and there are a lot of other videos. I think I have done a video of me doing the brush, but yeah, it always you just have to work really quickly, and then I always kind of get confused, like which brush am I using for which dip. And this one I can just pick up the dip and just kind of lightly tap it and tap it on to the side that I want it to. So as you can see, I just kind of like just tap tap tap, just slowly tap, and you want to hold your finger just angled so that it's just getting on the side that you want. And then flip it over carefully and tap it off. Do the same side. So I always start, like when I'm doing a glitter ombre, I always start with the solid first and then do the glitter. That way whenever I do the second dip, I'm starting with the glitter. So you always want to start on the second dip, you want to start with the opposite color that you started with on the first dip. So on the second dip, whenever I do the glitter, it will get more into that solid color, so you'll be able to see that glitter more. So this is the second dip, and when I get done with the red and tap it off, you can see pieces where that glitter stuck in the red side that the red didn't cover up. So now you have glitter that ombres into that solid color. So I'm just gonna do this on the other side. I do want to mention while you are watching that if you are interested in either one of these colors, I have a code for Texas Dippy Chics, so you can get 15% off that. And the Mountain Momma dips is actually having a sale until Christmas. The Christmas dips are already discounted, and I think you may be able to get an extra 15% off with the code that is listed right now. So if you want to go check those out, then you can use those codes and get an additional percentage off. Also, if you are enjoying this video, please make sure that you support me by giving it a like. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you make any purchases, if you will use my links, that will help me out as well. So now I am just dipping in clear, and I really just dipped that middle Tacky Christmas in clear because the other ones I'm gonna have to file and buff, and then I'm going to put another coat of both of those colors over the vertical ombre and over the chroming. So I didn't really worry about putting another coat of clear over those because I didn't really think that it needed. So I'm just activating those, and then you're going to file and buff and shape your nails the way that you want them to, because after you do the chroming, you're not going to be able to do any filing or shaping. So you want to go ahead and clean up your cuticle area, which I really liked this Bonafide Ergo file to clean up my cuticle area like you see me doing here. It just is the perfect shape for it. You just rub it around your cuticle area and it's all nice and cleaned. And then this buffer block works really well for buffing that area. So like I mentioned before, we are going to put another dip of both of these colors over the vertical ombre. So if you do catch a glitter, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just lightly buffing that one side of my vertical ombre where that solid color is. So then you're going to activate, and if you notice anything that doesn't look smoothed out, now's the time to fix that. Again, once you start the chroming process, you're not going to be able to file and shape anything, and you want to make sure that you have a nice smooth surface for the chroming. So, and I didn't show you, but you definitely want to use a base coat first before you do your top coat. But I'm using Hangry Dips top coat for the chroming. So when you do chroming, it is a lot better to do the chroming with a top coat. And I got this tip from another nail friend, Tay Boudin. I think that's how you say her name. Hopefully that's how you say her name. But she's on Instagram as My Nail Therapy, and she is kind of a master chromer. And I was having problems with it, and she helped me out. And now that has just made a world of difference. Doing chroming with the top coat. I was doing it with the base coat and was having so much problems, but now I'm gonna chrome everything or see if it can be chromed. So now, like I said, you're doing another dip over the vertical ombre. but you're only with the gel top coat, so you're only doing the glitter dip though. You don't want to do the solid just yet because you're going to chrome that. But this step helps you to get that glitter on there, so then once you chrome the other side, it's not going to chrome where you have that glitter already set down. So I did a 10-second cure. It might be a little different with your lamp and the gels that you use, but I would suggest no more than 20 seconds. 10 seconds works really well for my lamp. And then you're just going to kind of tap it on there, and then you can get actually 2 looks with this dip. I don't know if it's like that for every dip, but this one you can get 2 looks with this one. So what you see me doing here is like really burnishing it in, which just means that you're like really rubbing it into the top coat. So that burnishing effect gives almost like a mirror finish. It's very smooth, and I did get a little bit on that green side, but because I've already did like a flash cure, that's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm just wiping off that red that I got on the green side a little bit, and it just came right off. After you get it the way that you want it, then you're gonna put another coat of top coat, and then you're going to cure it for about 60 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your gel and your UV lamp. So on this nail, I did a little bit different look. And right now, again, I'm just putting that glitter on. So anywhere that I get that glitter, that red is not gonna be able to stick. So I'm just getting that side of my ombre done. So for this second, I'm just kind of like patting, and I'm not burnishing it a whole lot. I'm really just patting it on and just trying to wipe off the clear dip that is in that color. So just trying to just lightly wipe away what I don't need. And then I just took a brush and very lightly ran it around and tried not to burnish this side too much at all. And it really gives this very pretty like shimmer chrome to it. It's not as smooth, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, as it kind of, you know, leaves some of that shimmer in there. So it's kind of like a shimmery chrome, if that makes sense. You can kind of see here on my thumb what I'm talking about. Like the thumb is kind of almost an orangey red. It almost brought out more of orange. And then the pinky nail is a lot like just a red and shimmery. There's a quick look at the finished product. So here I'm just kind of showing you how I clean up after doing all that. I use my crystal files to just kind of any product that I have left on my nails, I just kind of run my crystal file around there to try and get it all off, because as clean as I try to be while I'm doing this, and as slow as I try to go to avoid all this, I always get stuff on me. I feel like it's just unavoidable. So these are just some tips and tricks to clean up after you're done, to get all that product off of you. So I feel like this metal file, you have to be very careful with it, but it kind of gets up under your nail a lot better if you have something under your nail that's bothering you. And I will kind of go back and forth between my Vega nail crystal nail file and this Bonafide crystal nail file, because this one, I really like how thin and pointy the end of it is, but it does not have any grit on the sides of the nail file. So sometimes I need that grit on the side of the nail file, and Vega has the grit on the side of the nail file and on the very tip. So I kind of go back and forth between those two and really clean it up. I also use a lot of peel base because I redo my nails really often. So a lot of that, what you see me cleaning off, is some of that peel base that kind of got all over the place because I just kind of slap it on. So after you get done cleaning up, you always want to make sure that you end with a good cuticle oil. This is one that I got from Hangry Dips. It's called Breathing Easy, and it really does smell like the spa. It's a great scent, and I really love it. I've been using it a lot lately because it's just a very relaxing smell. So I do want to add to my pictures coming up. I did go back and redo a couple of the nails because I liked that deep red shimmer look that I got from my pinky. You can kind of see here how it kind of gets the orange in the thumbnail. But this is my finished mani. If you'd like to see more pictures, you can look me up on Instagram, Nailnerdjournal. But hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a like, and I will see you next time.